Welcome fam, Coach Nate here. Today we're unlocking tight hips, relieving spinal stiffness and improving mobility with this 5-minute rejuvenating stretch session. This is for anyone who wakes up stiff, sits too much or wants to move better throughout the day. No equipment needed, just your mat and 5 minutes of commitment. Most people skip mobility work, but not you. You showed up and that's what counts. By the end of the session, I promise your hips will feel looser, your spine more mobile, and your body fully refreshed. Let's get straight into it and hit the mat. We're starting with a dynamic flow to stretch the hamstrings, spine, shoulders while waking up the entire body. Begin in a downward dog, hands and feet firmly pressed into the mat, hips lifted high. Push your heels toward the ground to stretch the hamstrings and calves. Shift forward into cobra pose. Lower your hips, press your chest forward and lift your head. Keep your elbows slightly bent and shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Flow back into downward dog and repeat. This movement warms up the spine, stretches the hamstrings and opens the chest, setting the tone for better posture and flexibility. Beginners, keep your knees slightly bent in downward dog and move slowly through the transition. Advanced stretches, hold cobra for an extra breath and engage your glutes to deepen the stretch. Now, let's target the hips directly with seated internal hip rotations. Time to unlock the hips and improve internal rotation for better movement. Sit on the floor with your knees bent and feet flat, hips hip-width apart. Slowly drop both knees toward the right while keeping your chest tall. Bring them back to center, then drop them to the left. Keep alternating side to side, feeling the stretch deep in your hip joints. Internal hip rotation is crucial for squats, lunges, and overall lower body mobility. This move relieves tight hips from sitting and improves range of motion. Beginners, use your hands behind you for balance. Advanced stretches, keep your hands off the floor to challenge your core engagement. Next, we'll deepen the hip opening with frog squat. Let's open up the hips and stretch the groin for improved mobility. Stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart, toes pointing outward. Drop into a deep squat, bringing your elbows inside your knees. Press your elbows against your inner thighs to deepen the stretch. Hold here, rocking slightly side to side for added mobility. This move increases flexibility, strengthens the lower body, and improves posture, making it great for anyone who sits for long hours. Beginners, place a block under your hips for support. Advanced stretches, lift onto your toes for an ankle mobility challenge. Now, let's target the lower back and hip flexors with the knee to chest stretch. Sit tall on your mat with your legs extended. Bring your right knee to your chest, clasping your hands around it. Hold here, keeping your left leg straight on the mat. Switch sides and repeat. This stretch relieves lower back tension, improves hip mobility, and helps decompress the spine. Beginners, keep the opposite leg bent instead of extending. Advanced stretches, add small circles with your knee to mobilize the hip joint. Now, let's finish strong with butterfly stretch. Time to open up the inner thighs and fully relax the hips. Sit tall, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop toward the ground. Hold your feet and gently press your knees down for a deeper stretch. This move opens the hips, releases inner thigh tension, and improves flexibility, which is key for better movement and posture. Beginners sit on a pillow for extra support. Advanced stretchers fold forward for a deeper stretch. Stay strong, flexible, and powerful. I'll see you in the next session. Let's go.